Welcome, I'm Bill Wake. We're here working on a financial planning app, kind of a medium to long-term thing. And lately we've added the notion of pools, which are piles of money, basically, or piles of liability. A mortgage is an example, or your 401k or a savings account. And one of the things we've really seen is pools and streams are very, very, very similar. And I think we're going to start today. Well, we haven't dealt with, we added pools, but we didn't deal with their impact on scenarios. So your net worth for a stream, the stream adds to your net worth every month if it's an income stream. And, so it has to kind of do a running total. But your pools, they just sit there. So if you have $100,000 in savings, month one, you have 100,000, month two, you have 100,000, and month three, 100,000. And so it should just shift your total up. I think we know how to do that, but I want to try the experiment of folding together pools and streams as far as their direct representation and keep it knowledge on the outside to say this money pile or whatever it is to keep something else keeps track of its role, which is either accumulating or staying constant. So let's see. We'll start there. We'll see what happens. I don't think we have anything checked out. Oh, we do. Okay, let's make sure everything's still running green. Check this in if we can. I think we may have to comment out a scenario test or a plan test. We did get something just working the other day. Yesterday, I guess that is. Yeah. I keep talking about this technique John Reed has. I don't remember who he picked it up from, but you can add an alternative entry point and one that doesn't need to bring up all of Swift UI and your screen and all that stuff. So after watching this thing take 20 seconds to start every time and then telling me it's done in 0.07 seconds, I probably should figure out how to get that integrated in, but not today. Okay, so we're green. Let's commit this. Now I think okay, so we made scenarios know what to do with pools. We added the notion of streams and pools in a scenario. And that's the add for it. Helper function to calculate amount probably doesn't belong where it is, but we can use it in pool. Okay, stream. Okay, uses amount. Okay, here's our test scenario. Okay, so basically we start to add scenario support to pools. Okay, so what it doesn't do is it doesn't give you a proper net worth, but I think otherwise it's okay. I'm not sure that means much, but because most of the job of the scenarios is to produce the net worth. But anyway, let's tackle this refactoring and see what happens. Okay, I'm closing everybody. Now, okay, so stream has these fields: ID, name, monthly amount, first and last. Pool has ID, name, amount, first and last. The name is slightly different. I don't see any harm to change this name to amount. So let's start there. Now, the other day we did a refactoring And it didn't update the tests, but it looks like it caught them today, so that's good. Yeah, here we are paying another 20 seconds. Okay. Maybe while that's waiting. Okay, we'll make 20 seconds of progress on that every time. All right, so this is make monthly amount to amount. State it all, commit, and push. Okay. Now, all right, so I spent my morning with my thesaurus. Line 16, sorry. Oh, good point. That's local, so that's not really going to be any harm, but we'll do a quick test. All right, anyway, while that's running, I want pool and stream to represent the same concept. And I did some digging around in like accounting books and miscellaneous web pages and stuff, and I couldn't find anybody that's talking about assets, liabilities, income, and expenses. They treat them all different, and they don't seem to have a name for all those together. Now, there is a term financial instrument, but it means something a little different. It's more like a stock certificate or a contract or something that says, you get this right to this money. So I'm trying to find a name. To me, pool and stream are helpful metaphorically. A pool is an asset or a liability. So it's either a pool of money for you or it's a pool of money you owe somebody else. And then a stream is either income or expense. Now, those four words, they're basic. That's basic accounting stuff. I mean, like your first lesson is probably assets equals liability plus owner equity or something. That your your assets are kind of this block of money that you have left. Okay, and so I'm trying to find a word that means both those together. So Leia, Leia is liability, expense, income, or asset. And I just arranged those four letters into the only one that made sort of a name or a word. Okay, another is calling it a fin. Fin for financial something, financial entity, or something like that. There's also fin can mean like $5, so it's got a little bit of both to it. You have like fintech and stuff like that. So the word or the blocks fin have some meaning. I looked up pecuniary is another word that means kind of monetary, dealing with monetary issues. And fin comes from the word for fine. Pecuniary comes from the word for cow. In Latin is pecus, I guess. And pecuniary takes that as a root, because back in the day, what were you counting? Well, you were counting your cattle. That was your assets. Okay. Package, I don't know. It doesn't really say it to me. I also thought of account, but account is also something with a specific meaning in accounting, so we don't want to fight that. And then I got into crumb or whit or iota or jot or, things that mean little bits of stuff. So I'm kind of torn between these two. Any strong opinion? I'll probably take. Okay, Leah sounds better. Okay, I was leaning to Finn at the last second, but Leah does tie into the thing it is, and once you have it explained, any accountant just go, okay, fine, yeah, that makes sense. All right, so I don't remember Swift's rules for naming when you have an abbreviation. Are we supposed to keep it all caps? with an acronym. I don't know if it really matters. Ugh. Avoid abbreviations, yes. Non-standard ones are worst of all, yes, I know. um, Avoid obscure terms, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that does make it sound kind of bad. I guess we'll keep the capital L, and I don't know. It is a Star Wars reference, I'll give it that. I guess Finn is too, right? Or is he two N's? Okay, yeah. Let's start there. Okay, so our goal is to make these the same. Now, I think at this point, stream is the more defined one. So let's start there. Oh, man. Try one more time. Oh. This is like the most basic stuff I'm doing to rename. I'm not sure why it's an issue. I guess I will break down and put in a comment on Leia or Leia. Okay, while that's running, let's go back to John's thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, man. Okay, we have no syntax errors, so... Nope. I moved. All right, let's try again. Oh. Do I want to risk a global change? And you can see it's trying to do it. How are we modified? Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, we'll check that in. Just because I'm likely to break everything at this point. Oh, I just cannot do them all. Because there's just... Capital Stream is probably okay to rename. Let's try again. I mean, the indexing is not running. Maybe that makes a difference. Nope. Rename failed. This is not that hard. Okay, I guess I will do this. Okay, I don't care about to do. I don't think I can replace. Okay, let's make it case specific. Okay, other than my to-do, it looks like all these capital streams are okay to change. Shouldn't say it until I look at all of them. But it looks pretty good. I guess I should look at to-do. Maybe I can live with those two. Stream goes to Leia. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Can I exclude this? I guess this too. I'm going to just say remove references. Okay. Stream. Find those. Replace. Stream with Leia. Okay. Okay, now let's do the find again just to be in project. Why did you not rename everything? I guess let me run it again. Okay, that's better. All right, run. Probably should run tests first. Oh well. He's working hard the first time. Now I don't think the word Leia or stream or pool showed up in our input. Well, apparently. Okay, so I may have broken persistence. Let's just create one, make sure it looks like it's still there. Okay, so here's a pool, savings, 500, 5,000. Come on. All right, create. And we'll run again. Okay, good. Still there. All right, and run tests. And I want to add my files back in too. Put this back over here. Now, I haven't named any of the lowercase streams. I really find it weird there's no term for all this. Okay, let's try and add these back. Add files. To do. Doesn't need to be in the target. Okay. Okay, so that's that's a step on the way. Now, I guess the next step, or a next step, would be go through and find all the pools and make sure that anybody who's using a pool can use a stream instead. Now, we just added pools this week, so there's not a whole lot of usage of them. But like pool view might be different. It will be different in some ways. It's got, well, it's similar, but like we use different arrows, we use different colors, we use different text. We have to know if it's an asset liability. Yeah, there's differences. Okay, so this all may be foolish. All right, so who uses pool? Nobody. Okay, thanks. Let's try it this way. Okay, a plan okay, we make a pool. Well, that seems the same. We're throwing in the data values. We're doing that. So I'm going to mark this. I don't know. I'll give it 3 question marks. I don't think it's pulling its weight if they become the same class. Okay, that's the only one there. Okay, edit pool view needs a null value, pool in, and make pool. Now this is where how does he set type? Oh, he does in here. Okay, so I think this one is actually pulling its weight. Okay, so we'll keep that one. Let's go down to pool. Okay, so the update is very similar to the stream one. I guess I should rename this file. Okay. Right. I think this is just the same thing with different types. So we could have genericized it across types if we wanted to. Okay. But I think behavior-wise, that's the same. Okay, well, let's back to our find. Pool, I guess I wanted the pool. There is no the pool. Is that right? A pool? No. Okay. Suspicious. Okay. Edit pool view kind of knows. Well, he calls make pool at some point, right? Okay. Out pool. Yeah, this thing knows it's a pool, but that could be. Oh no, pool is different. Huh. Who calls edit pool view? Pool view? All right. That thing knows. Plans.replace pool. Okay, yeah, do our plans... Let's see this thing. Right. That seems okay. Plans don't distinguish. Plans is kind of like a list of plan. and doesn't really, well, it's really a group, but it's not going to care if you replace this thing with its new version. That's pretty well okay. Pools. This one we have to keep. Okay, this one is pools are the assets, liabilities. Streams are the income, expenses. And I think plan knows which one it's putting in scenarios, right? Right. He knows that. Okay, maybe this. These are two separate functions. Okay, so let's rename this. Come on, baby. I'm going to make this add pool because this one really is distinguishing. Now maybe we can make some generic thing that can handle both, but okay, that's going to take a second. Okay, add pool. And then by symmetry, add stream. Okay. Make pool does plan of pool. Yeah. Type. Right. Let's make a, well, we can address this one later. Make pool keeps us from having to call plan a pool all the time. So, okay, plans, replace. We don't think that's going to care if they turn out to be the same class. Pool. Okay, pool view. Yeah, very similar to now it's Leia view. I guess we could check these file names. Pool view, stream view. Let's rename that. Leia view. Edit stream. Oh, it changed that when I changed that. How nice. Do it here too? Okay, nice. Either streams. A stream becomes a Leia. Okay. I think we've done enough. Nothing dangerous, so let's kind of lock it in. Oh, I'm not supposed to be looking up John's thing. I don't think that's the right article. Okay. Good. Renames around stream goes to Leia. Distinguish pool versus stream when it matters. Okay. And then pool. Let's find that make pool. Plan. Okay. Let's make another constructor. I don't know if this will be enough to do it, but I'm going to give this one the type is plan type and the stream. Okay, so self.type equals type. Now, what does a plan do? His make pool function returns a plan. Okay, so I consider that pretty good. All right, so I'm going to do, this is you might call this a probe. I'm going to take a fake run at it, even though I don't quite expect it to work. I'm going to modify plan of pool. Okay, so I'm going to make stream be, whoops. I guess we'll call these Leia's equals Leia. Name is pool dot name. Amount is pool dot amount. First is pool dot first. Last is pool dot last. Okay, and I'm going to return plan of Leia with the type pool. And that is going away. I guess this is more of a temporary thing. Okay, so what will work and what will break? All right, let's see. I probably should make this private and see who breaks from that if they're creating their own pool plans without calling make pool, which once things have settled, maybe that's okay. I don't know. No. Okay, so the test calls make pool dot pool. Right. Okay. Dot stream. No, that's not going to work. Okay. So who calls dot pool, I guess? And I want text. Not a ton. Let's look at this one. Okay, changes when a pool is appended. We make a pool, append it, and we want to check that the pool is actually set. I guess what's crossing my mind is trying to think of some incremental way to do it. Could I, like if I defined a plan to pool, or sorry, stream to pool, or pool to stream, could I insert all those and then one at a time work on getting rid of them? Okay, so plan. Okay, and I changed the constructor call. Okay, so this should just be that. And this is sort of the new way. Okay, now let me make this private just to make sure. Is everybody going through through that main function? Build. All right, so I guess the other thing, there's pool, case pool. Boy, there really aren't a lot of references to the actual pool on something. So, okay, this is kind of one. That, oh, it's testing. All right. Nope, that's testing. Let's just retest. I don't know if that was just stuck there. Well, maybe I'll just go to John's site. Whoops. Blog. This is the one. Okay. Good. Okay, so I think that boiled down to a file private. Yeah. Raw constructor private. Okay, so I'm going to take another run, and I'm going to make plan, make pool. Okay, I'm going to do these two again. But if you ask for pool, where's my fields? There. Okay. I'm going to make this a get set thing. Okay, so if you do a get on pool, I'm going to take the stream. Stream. Let's make a new pool. This is stream.id. If it exists, we will get it. Is that right? Cannot force unwrap of not. What is it? Okay, name is stream.name, amount stream.amount, Okay, so if you ask for a pool, else pool pool dot null. Okay. Oh, why not? Let stream equal stream else return pool dot null. And then return pool id okay, how's that? If stream guard, if stream is nil, return pool, otherwise return pool with the values all from the stream. Okay, so this is that stream to pool method basically that I described. And then a set you're assigning a pool. No, what is that new value? Okay, if new value is nil, stream equals nil, pool equals nil. Else, attempt to modify pool with the nodes there. Okay, I guess. Otherwise, stream equals stream with Leia. Now Leia, how does he handle id? Let's make this id name amount. I think this should be okay. Yeah. Why are you? Cannot convert int to expected type string. Oh. Okay. Back to pool. No, back to plan. Okay, so if you try and use shorthand syntax for optional binding. Was that just the let thing? I thought you had to have guard if you wanted to. Yeah, you do. Thanks for the warning. All right, and then Leia, I'm going to say id, no, id is pool.id, pool.name, pool.amount. Guess that's pool. Okay, let's do a guard again. So now it's update. Oh no. Okay. This, let's put the return here. Okay, then I don't need the else. Okay. Pool. Equal new value. We know it's not nil at this point. Okay, so update value dot id. Make pool. Okay. What's wrong up here? Plan does not conform to decodable. Line 10. What was that back here? Or line? ID of VUID. Yeah, it could. Everything sets it. I don't think it's going to help the problem here. This codable thing is not happy though. Okay. Plan. I'm sure it's because this has gotten out of hand. Okay, let me revert. I don't think we're far off, but I think just to be consciously safe, I'm going to discard that. Okay, I'm going to try and just go for it. Okay, so again, I'm going to keep these two lines. We're going to Leia pool.name, but his type is set. Like that. Whoops, like that. Okay. Now we're going to look back for the dot pools. Okay, plan.pool, that one's fine. Type equals pool, well, we're not calling that constructor anymore. Self.pool, replace pool. Let's find the callers to that. Plans. Okay. Plans. Pool view. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. Okay, I'm gonna say this should not be called. Going to try. Okay. Now this add pool. This one does have to be different because even in the end state, I think it mostly could. Except this particular place. Okay, plan type.pool, yeah, that way. Yeah, that's fine. Pool, edit pool view. Well, maybe this thing needs. Yeah, I wonder if I replace it with Leia here. We'll fix names and stuff later, but then this just becomes pool. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm going more on the lines you're suggesting there. We'll just say, if you want to make a pool, you give it a Leia, but we'll make sure it's a pool. Okay, so let's see who complains now. Anybody who calls make pool is going to have some issue. Incorrect label, plan replace, pool. So I don't think you should be doing this anymore. This is a real problem. Okay, so this is edit pool view. I think he's going to have to take a Leia. And this is really a Leia at this point. Cannot convert Leia to expected type pool. Okay, yeah, we'll bring this guy up. Edit pool view. I mean, this is very, very close. And again, we'll worry about names later. Did I take the ID off? Okay. All right. Plan has no member make group. That sounds like it's unlikely. I guess it's it's grayed out. Okay. Cannot convert Leia. Oh, this is. I don't know why he doesn't. Do I have to make this like that? Well, yeah, those that do it do need it. Edit pool view, pool. Pool should be a Leia. Okay. Self.pool is plan. Plan wrapped value. Pool is a Leia now. Replace plan stream. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't very consistent about those, was I? Okay, get rid of those. Yep. Okay. This is where we're glad we have tests. Okay. Placement make pool. Dot stream. This should be complaining. There it is. I hope so. It's a little bigger leap than I like to take, and maybe there's some way to make a smaller step. Okay, Plan.pool. Right, he should be getting stream. Who else we got? Because I think at this point, everything's going in the stream. Add pool. Oh, cannot convert Leia to a special type pool. Add pool. Should take a Leia. Scenarios for each $0. These looked too identical. Add pool. This is scenario.add. Right. I think this has to become Leia. And let's rename this to, well, let's make this a Leia. I'm going to rename this one to add pool. And this one to add stream. You're not going to let me do that one? We used the name make pool in some tests for a local helper, but I don't think we did in the production side. I hope that's working. And who's the caller there? Add pool. Scenarios. This is add pool. Okay. Let's try again. I'm surprised the computed property for pool screwed up codable. Maybe it was the set. Okay, add pool stream. That's not it. Add pool stream. What's nil here? Okay. Which test is this? Plan, sequence, plan. Somebody set pool. Okay, let's find who does that. Yeah, dot pool. If this is still accurate, then I know this is okay. I don't think anybody's calling this one anymore. Self.pool, right? Right. Okay, there, this one. Pool view. We want him to set self.stream. Plan knows its type. Pool view has no. Oh. That's okay. Pools a Leia. Okay. Savings 5,000. Is that our value when we're running? It's nothing to do with our tests? Fiume pool question mark. All right, let's. How to stream initialize stream? I think it's just got its thing. It's plan you're maybe thinking of. So stream sets the stream value here. I almost think at this point maybe we're not assigning pool anymore. We're assigning stream, but the I wonder if it's blowing up when it opens the app, wherever that got off to. Oh. At the start of the test, it opens the app, and I wonder if we busted something there. Plan possibilities, content view. See, this is called at display. Now, scenarios and stream. Right. I think this thing has a pool. I don't know who can use it. Let's take it out completely. Test. Plan does not conform to decodable. Okay. Plan does not need the pool. Yeah. I think the thing Plan has is he knows the type. He says, this thing is a pool. It's represented with a Leia because everything's represented with a Leia. All right. Yeah. I think we're again in content view. Now, I don't know if I can snag this file. All right. Let's more. Okay, so see, he's got a pool value for savings. But what we'd really like is his type to be pool, but his contents to be stream. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to just run the app. Yeah, Plan always tracks the specific type. Okay, this should be empty. Okay, and I bet our tests do better. They may still blow up, but they won't blow up on load. Okay, yeah, so the Leia represents the blob of info about the money and its timing. The Plan knows what kind of thing that is. Okay, well, we got a bunch of failures. Okay, now is the sucky part. I have to manually find them. Okay. A scenario, a plan. Line 217. All right, now my inclination at this point is like we're kind of in trouble. And result contains $0 to net income at month is 1,500. And this is scenarios, which was the messiest part of what we just did. Okay, so we're giving Leia an annuity of 500. Let's just track the test. Give her an annuity, add pool. So, well, why is that a pool? That's a little weird. Annuities are usually more like income streams, so that's a little funny. Okay, but we're going to make scenario add pool 500. Okay, so scenario 1 adds nothing, scenario 2 adds a pool, and then we make Leia, we give it two incomes and make scenarios with leaf 1 and leaf 2. So leaf 1 is 1,000, 2,000. Okay, and then January 2024, scenario 1's empty, scenario 2's annuity. Okay, we take the result. There should be 4 things. Well, I'm not sure where 4 comes from. Well, I'm not sure. You're right. We're not adding them to net income, but I don't think this one's doing net income. Oh, when all its words are net income. Okay. Let's add stream here. Because I think you're right. We may not be managing those. Has no member add stream. Is it just add? Okay. Well, that only deals with one test. But let's look at, well, I don't have a good way to run one test if I have all my tests in the new thing yet. Oh, come on. All right, I'll run this. We'll have 15 other tests, but hopefully it's 15 issues and not 16. Now, the other one's a scenario. That's got lots of room to make mistakes. Or maybe it's 14 errors, was it? Yeah. Okay, that does help. I mean, we don't handle pools in our scenarios, so I think having that in there, whatever reason it worked before, it doesn't now. But I think that's, I mean, we didn't make that work, so there's no justification to use it. All right, now what else? Well, I know a scenario had a bunch. A scenario Swift 160. Line 49, line 60, line 50. Okay. I guess we can go. Add pool. Stream 2 is 2,000. So if it's off by 2,000, set income January 2024 goes to 0. Right, because this is, okay. I mean, these are somewhat relevant tests, I think. Okay, now this one. Make Leia. $2024. Yeah, that's I'm puzzled. We didn't do a global replace on make Leia. Excuse me. We didn't do a global replace on anything about add pool. Sorry. Now this one's at least interesting, right? I mean, it's coming up with 0. We made a Leia. That's the sut. Now, what's weird is, how do you know? Oh, what's make scenario do? Let's check that guy out. He adds pool. Why did I change that to add pool? I think something. I think the rename did this maybe because it had trouble. Yeah. That should just be add. Okay, so let's find add pool. Okay. So all these scenario ones, I think we'll pass with that. But I do think it was something with the rename. Maybe it was on me if I had a syntax error and I had already turned the pool into a stream or something. I don't know. It really should have warned me. Okay. Wow. All right. We'd have to go back carefully and check, but that is very suspicious to me. Like we would have no reason to do add pool here. So I think it maybe renamed some of my ads on scenarios to add pools. Let's find add pool because there are only a couple places that might be using it correctly. Okay, well it should be, yeah, under a case for pool. This one should. That's the code for it. That's add pool for scenarios. And he calls add pool. Okay. Now this add stream, he really should be called add stream, but I don't know if I can trust it. All right, we'll do it and check it. Well, we're getting it right here. Okay, add stream on scenario. A scenario calls add stream. Yeah, we just fixed that. Okay. I think that's okay. Now, this was 30 minutes-ish. I guess I want to check. I mean, I'm glad we're green and everything. I want to take another peek. Like, what would have been good? And maybe I should have done this before, but like if we had made... I was going to say if we had made this Leia, but I think we tried that one time. Okay. I'm going to commit this. Fixed calls to add pool that should have been, well, now we call it add stream. All tests pass. Okay, and then I want to put in a couple scenarios in a run. I'm going to close to the right. We'll do a run. Then we got some cleanup to do. But you know, I think we zeroed out. So let's add again. I'm going to add two streams. Let's do scenarios. Social Security. And then under there, let's put stream 1, SS62. Oh, where are you? 1,000. Let's start it in 2025. Create. And then the other scenario, let's do SS67, 1,300, starting in 2030. Oh, I did a pool. Dang God. Okay. Stream. SS67, 1,300, starts in 2030. Good. Okay. Yeah, thanks. This strikes me as a good sign. I mean, I think that's good. Let's add in another stream, which will kind of another just an income stream. Job 2, probably 1,000 won't be material to it. So the slope should be twice as high. Okay, and then you're not just locked into zero till 2030. You're accumulating income as well. Okay, but that looks like we're kind of back to where we should be. All right. Let's take our break. We'll come back and we've got to do some cleanup on the consequences of this thing. But I think we're in a good position at this point. We seem to have moved everything to stream, and the places that need to make a distinction scenario are making the right distinction. So good start. All right, see you in 3 or 4 minutes. All right, welcome back. So I think we've got things switched over, and we're going to do get rid of all the commented out code and all that good stuff. And I think we'll simplify some of these things. Okay. Well, all right, this can go. I'm struck by the asymmetry here, right? We call plan with .pool, but not plan with .stream. These others call their thing. So let's make this one call .stream. And stream's okay. All right. Replace pool is gone. Okay. Yeah, let's check this other constructor. Whoops. Is stream the right name? It's not. I don't know if a Leia is the right name. I wish we had a better name for this thing. Yeah, I mean, it's maybe the logic of what we have says it has to be a stream. I mean, a Leia. Stream has a meaning that Leia doesn't. Okay, let's do that. Come on, rename, you can do it. Thank you. Okay. And then I want to make sure, well, I don't think this is used now. Oh man, what happened? Oh, stream is now Leia. Okay, so we are breaking our existing persistence again. Leia equals Leia. Well, actually, that gives us an interesting place, right? If I had to keep it the same, I could keep the file the same by defining it to be stream in the file. But which there's ways to deal with changing. It's just I'm trying to avoid them. If I had, 10 customers, even 3 customers, one I can just kind of say like, okay, let's change. Maybe I say after this week we don't change, but we could define plan v1 and use these coding keys, and then first create some object that will only match it will detect whatever the differences are between V1 and V2, it'll detect them. And so maybe it would look for stream. And if you matched a stream type, then I know you're a V1. So I know which decoder to call for it. And then I may or may not let myself write V1 style anymore, So there's a way, but it kind of triples the work in setting up the code the types and all that. Okay, so let's make sure this works. But yeah, I think this goes away. Type not equals stream. Okay, so let's take this. And then I think this should be file private based on what we're doing there. Okay. Because I really don't want anybody else using those if I've got the static ones. It maybe is not as critical. When we had 4 separate ones, I don't know, just because kind of what we're enforcing is if you're a group, you can have a name, but you can't have a stream and whatever across there. Now, I could, yeah. Okay, well that's good. Let's take this. Remove dead code. Change persistence name to Leia was stream, and hide raw constructors. Okay, but if I run, it's going to blow up or something's going to go wrong. Because remember, it copies the previous run's file and then reads that, and it's going to find a stream. Are you okay? I didn't mean add, I meant open. Oh, we didn't break it. Okay. I guess we are no longer... No? I'm not sure. Let's take a look at this. Well, there's stream. How are you working? The persistence name is still stream. Oh, I didn't change it. Okay. Golly. Right. So now this should break it. Leia. Okay, boom. Unexpectedly found nil when wrapping an optional value. Okay, so print Leia is nil. Okay. Right, so let's take this. CD there. RM plans. Run again. Now we should have no failure, but it should be empty. Good. Okay. All right. Now, who else? Like everybody. Okay. Not the low levels, but the scenario. Okay. This is good. Now these two functions, okay, let's make this a Leia. Hi, welcome Perry Guy. So we just did a big refactoring to, we had two very similar classes that were used differently in just a couple places. So we made them very similar and then tried to smush their usages together. And there's still a couple the places that still have to distinguish them are still there. Sometimes there's add pool versus add stream, but everything is now what we're calling a Leia, which is it's a financial app. So it's liability, expense, income, or asset. I just do not have a better name for all those together. But we have these uses of the word stream that really should be Leia's now. And then we have these two functions that are, I believe, identical other than names of what they're working with. Okay, so let's do an extract on that. Is it Perl? No, it's Swift. Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be different than Perl. That's all I can say. It's been a while since I used Perl, honestly. Way back when. Oh, I'm sorry. Gotcha. I'll try and say that right now. Okay, gotcha. So this is, let's call this type alias. How about name to Leia equals this. Yeah, I'm not done. Okay, and then this can just be named to Leia. Okay, I guess I don't need a generic. What I need is an and that says Leia, and who are you going to add to? I'll call it map is of type name to Leia. All right, and then everybody that's this should be that. Map is a let constant. Oh, okay, cool. Are you using Swift or UIKit? I'm always curious what people are using for their technology. How can we do this? I guess I gotta use one of these address things. Is that true? How do you do those pointers? Cannot be used within. Named Leia was the array, not the type in the array. Named Leia. Talking about this. It's a dictionary, right? So, these are dictionaries. I mean, I think it's something about maybe that they're read only. Dictionaries like arrays are a value type in Swift. So I wonder if I wonder if I do this. But that's an awful lot of work. I mean, I don't know. I hate to make them do that. Oh, in out. Yeah. Maybe I can do that. Because we don't want to really just like copy and replace the whole array, because we only have one copy of the array and it's just being updated in the original. All right, so now what I'm hoping this is add Leia to whichever array. So add Leia to pools and add Leia to streams, passing value of type, insert and, okay. Yeah. Too much C throwing me off, I think, even though it's been a while. All right. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get these duplication pulled out of these two. And the real difference is in one you're updating the pools and the other you're updating the streams. And those are two separate concepts. Let's make sure that's not breaking anything. Yeah, you don't tend to use much pass by reference in Swift for sure. All right, good. Okay, so in here we do have streams. All right, let's find the word stream in here. That one's okay. Well, it's really Leia. At this point, the deal is we're getting it from streams, not. Well, does that make that better? Maybe that's okay. It's a stream there, it's a pool here because they're different. Okay. All right. I don't think I changed anything after that test. All right, so. Change persistence name to Leia. In scenario. Create name to Leia type and extract common method. All right. Don't cross the streams. Yeah, we're getting all the old 80s movies reference here today. We had Leia for Star Wars, and now we got the streams. All right. And let's look at the scenarios. Okay, so scenarios is you start with a plan that has various combinations defined. Then you work through each scenario takes one path through any scenario through any combination. So one from column A, one from column B, one from column C, and all those decisions together form a scenario, and then we have one for each possible one. All right, this is add stream, add pool. And they do need to distinguish. Okay. That's a Leia, that's a Leia. I think we could rename this to add. I don't know, we got a lot of let's do that. So I'm going to make it add and then put the pool in the argument. Oh, and he even combined it for me. Nice. Okay. I complain about the refactoring sometimes, but that was really nice. It let me rename the parameter, and it detected I had pool twice and folded it together. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Add stream. Okay. Now, I think this is again duplication. Okay, let's go to these. And I think we can do the same thing. Add pool. Now that time he's different, so he can't really complain, but I'll just take it out. Pool. Okay, and this is the generic add. I almost think that's worth signaling. This is not intended to be a public interface. Okay. And back to scenarios. Add pool, add stream, add other scenarios. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Leia. Now, I don't know. We're inconsistent about these parameters. Can we see who uses this? No. Okay. Let's see who uses this. Match case. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna, I don't know if I can do a rename here. Will it let me? Oh, nice. Okay, let's put these in. Oh, I like this. Okay. It didn't break everywhere. All right. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, this is definitely an improvement in the refactoring. It's not quite up to like IntelliJ's change signature, but it's letting me rename those fields, decide whether they're anonymous or not. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Good. All right, we've done enough changes. Okay, so make Leia's arguments explicit. What did we do in plan? Rename various methods to use pool or stream as an argument. I think that's another one. That's Leia. Okay, I think that covers it. Okay. Let's find the word stream in lowercase, because a bunch of those probably should be Leia's now. Not these. The types are fine. That's fine. Hit plan type. This should probably be a Leia. Oh, come on. Okay. It's not gonna. You can see why I have this love-hate thing going with error refactoring. I can't rely on it. Okay, that's a name. Now this. That actually seems like we should be blocking stream and pool from having children. Oh, there's my rename. Okay, so let me make a note on that one. Lost my to-do. Plan.append should check for pools. Okay, so we merged pool and stream into Leia. We have not done anything about date ranges, but that was our big thing. Okay. Plan.append. I think scenarios with pools is probably more of a priority. All right, half an hour. Let's finish looking for stream though, because I do think there are a bunch that are not helpful as that. And stream add pool, that one counts. Streams, not so much. This one does need to distinguish. Okay, I think we looked at that one pretty thoroughly. Add stream, add pool. Add stream. Okay. That one's public, so yeah. It's drying. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I do wonder if this second stream of indexing blocks off the rename till it's done. Now, in this case, I think we can just make this an empty, an underscore. Ugh. Are you going to do it? And cancel. Let's try this again. Here we go. Oh, and it did that nicely too. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Now it's indexing again, and I wonder if I'm just blocked while it's doing that. Okay, edit Leia view. We still have edit pool view versus Leia view because we are making different things in the end. This maybe should be going back to edit stream view. Let's see if we can do that. Edit Leia view. Huh. No, it did not do that. Try this one. I can't even scroll. Okay. And he's way down in Swift Diagnostics. Yeah, we're paying for early testing of Swift testing library, the new Swift testing package. We have to include Swift Diagnostics, Swift syntax, which contains Swift Diagnostics. And that's part of the parsing that it does for this big macro that Swift testing uses. I don't want to screw things up. And yet I don't have the patience. Okay, we'll go look at John's thing while I'm... All right, so yeah, David something. In the comments below. I guess... Maybe it was Daniel. How you doing over here? So slow. Wow. Yeah, there just aren't that many. Plan.make Leia. Now that really should be make stream. Do I dare? Yeah, I really want to be able to rename this because I think we'll use our same trick here of make pool as Leia, stream as Leia. But we have to wait. Okay. All right, so what's he doing here? Use a separate Swift UI app. Okay, so if production is true, well, I don't know if that is quite relevant with Swift testing. Yeah, that won't help us. Maybe we can find something in that is there. Okay, so all right, so what does he do? He says if it's production, well, if it's not production, then run test app. If it is production, run production app.main. Okay, where test app is app. And I guess that's got to be in the production app, I guess. Oh yeah, there we go, in the main app target. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll have to get rid of this XC test case thing. Well, we don't right now. Okay, let's see if we can find, because we have this scaffolding thing that wraps all of Swift testing under XC test case, so the test runner knows how to do it. That'll break in the future. But I don't see any common, expect as a macro. There's no common parent class. Like, I don't know how we'd know that it actually loaded the testing library. So we'll have to block that for now. Okay, but make pool. Where's plan? Okay. Are you ready? Yes, okay. So I'm going to make this be make, and this is stream. Okay. And then this one, you see why I'm suspicious of this, because this is running again and it's blocking this from going. Okay, so let me go back to this. All right, so I think we just had to create this test app and define its production here. I don't know. This actually seems more confusing to me than just an if statement. Did Daniel? If it's production content view. Okay. Yeah, test app is, I think it's just not setting up the UI. It's like empty or, it's got a bare window group. So I guess it's still going to run a Swift UI thing, but it's going to be super minimal. And since there's no view to show, it'll be an empty window group. I think he's getting much faster startup from that. But I can, well, no, if I add it, it's going to change the indexing again. All right. Yeah, I feel really caught by this. But I do think it maybe is this consequence of I don't know if there's something I can do, but it has to reindex the operators and all that stuff. Yeah, we still launch the simulator. That's the sucky part. Yeah, which is kind of the slow part too, right? I mean, there's some cost to putting our stuff up, but we'll maybe next week we'll make that our experiment for Monday. If I'm I'm going to be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, but I should be able to do a thing Monday, and we'll try that then. So let me put a note in here because me remembering it just seems unlikely. Okay, this article. And that number is moving very slowly. the 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 little progress bar is doing okay. Okay, back to plan. Yeah, I am attaching the debugger, and maybe that would be worth turning off. It just means when I need a debugger, I have to do a little more work, but we do that on here, right? Where is that? Is it a build setting? Schema. Run. Just this, right? Okay. Oh, man. I hate waiting 5 minutes for a rename, but maybe I should. All right. What else does he say in here? Simple solution. Okay. Oh, he's always got window, the thorough solution, custom startup code. Well, I'm not seeing the difference. Static function main. Oh, okay. Cool. Wow. I mean, this is an M1. It's not the fastest thing out there by any stretch, but still. and and they do claim that they don't that they're much smarter about when they have to rebuild things and all that in the next release. I mean, if they got this done, like, I mean, that was 2 and then 27 and then okay, moving along. don't know if I can see what oh, I guess I've mostly changed names and arguments. That shouldn't have changed too much. Oh, he's done? Okay, back to plan. Make pool. And then I guess I can, oh, golly. Those two are used very little. And is it indexing because of the preview? Well, I don't think so. I mean, plan doesn't have a preview on it. We're not on a view. I think it's indexing. I think it basically throws away the index when you rename something. And instead of having some sort of data structure that's more incremental, I think they maybe are throwing away the name because I renamed it and putting the new name in. And now we have to redo everything, and I don't know why I can't click on this anymore, but let's run tests. Plan has see, he missed one. Well, this should be make stream. Yeah, it just misses the test sometimes, I guess. It's like, oh, it's great. It's letting me edit the signature stuff too. But if it's going to miss the test, that's really kind of less helpful. All right. Which line are you on? Leia view. But at least I don't have to wait for the tests. Or I don't have to wait for the index to run the tests, I should say. And I don't know if there's anything simple to do the rest of today. Line length. Stream. I don't know why you're... Yeah, ridiculously slow is right. Oh, he wants... Are you still unhappy? No. Okay. All right. I don't think there's much... Oh, that is a big difference. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we did not do scenarios with pools. Is that... I don't think that's a 5-minute job. This one, though, maybe we could do this. I think it's kind of a not going to happen thing. Where's append? Right. I think the way our user interface is, we don't provide, like, we don't put a plus button on an income stream, whereas we do put it on the group and the scenarios. So I don't think the UI will actually trigger this clause, but I think we can, if there's a test for the other one, we'll check that. Plan. Okay. And it's append, right? Oh, it's not explicitly tested. Okay, make a pool. Wait a minute. Make pool up here. This is make stream. Okay. Make a pool has its information. I don't think that's a big deal. Okay, but this append thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, does it matter? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not even worth checking. Okay, because, I mean, there's nothing to say our interface couldn't allow a stream to contain sub things. And it's meaningful in our data structure. We have children. We have the stream that you're currently on. Yeah, I don't think it's really a problem. I can certainly imagine meaning for it. If you have children, you interpret them, but so I'm going to just delete the clause and make sure nothing breaks because of that. Should throw an exception. Yeah, maybe you could make that argument too. But I think semantically, there's no harm in adding children to a node. I mean, these nodes are designed to let you do that. So I think we're going to not enforce something that nobody cares about. I don't know if one point. Well, yeah, I'm not sure. I think we may have introduced that when we folded everything into one giant plan instead of having stream type and plan scenario type and group type or something. You know, we had common parents and we folded that together because of Swift data. I think it also maybe makes the decodable stuff a slight bit better. All right. Good. To do. I guess we just remove guard clause on Plan.append. Nothing uses it, but it's not a problem either. Okay. And then I guess the other thing we've done is a lot of refactor rename because of Leia. Okay. You could later on add the growth of a child, growth as a child on the pools. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Oh, that's a point too. Yeah, maybe that would be a. I'm not. I'm still not sure. How do we want to treat things that grow? Is it one entity that knows how to grow, or is it a fixed entity plus a growth component? Maybe we'll see when we try and do it. Maybe we'll see why there's an advantage one way or the other. But okay. All right. So scenarios with pools. Okay, that's the real content, the semantics of this thing. And it's not that hard, but we have not. Let's see. It's all this net worth stuff. Right. Okay. Net income, net assets. I don't know. I look at the clock, it's like, oh, we got 3 minutes. Maybe we can start to set up a test on a scenario. So if I add one, let's see. This doesn't even matter. It doesn't even need to be a scenario. If I have one asset and one income stream, let's say I have $1,000 asset and $1 income stream, I should see 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 every month from the asset, and 1, 2, 3, 4 as it totals up the income stream. All right, so I think let's open a scenario. And did we comment out the test for that? No. Okay. A scenario. Keeps assets and accumulates I'm going to use the pool stream metaphor. Accumulates streams, keeps pools, and accumulates streams. Okay, so we will make a scenario, which I don't think is too hard. Well, we're going to have people, but it doesn't have to mean anything. Okay. Do I already have people up here defaulted? Yes. Okay. Scenario. Name. And people. Okay, and then I'm going to do add a pool, add a stream. Okay. Okay. Let income. Let's just make it 10. One's easier to count. Okay. And I do scenario dot add pool. And I guess I just need the Leia. Oh, John is a stream in the make. Job. Yeah, job is a stream. Okay, I guess this is ... Okay, and then to do assertions. Okay, I'm going out of time. Yeah, way out. All right, if I can type. Okay, well, that gives us somewhere to pick up Monday. So I think Monday we'll finish this, and this really is that it's how do you combine this running total is really the net income at each month, and then we need to combine to produce the amount, which is the net income plus the net assets. And I think we introduced this, but we don't even call it yet. So that'll be the reason to call that. And I think that'll be, kind of a 1 or 2 line thing. And we'll explore John's approach. And maybe if we feel like it, we'll do this refactoring. Okay. Well, thanks for joining. I think we're finally, hopefully, done changing things on persistence. And I think we've got the bulk of pools there, just don't quite have that, didn't quite bring it home. And, I think another half hour would do it, but I don't want to do that. Okay, let it go. All right. But anyway, thanks for joining this week. I'm happy with the progress we made, and I'm looking forward to finishing up pools next week. And a few of these other things, I think many of these things we might do next week are pretty straightforward. Given I've only got one day, I'll just try and get a bunch of stuff, things that we can do without really requiring a bunch of things, without breaking stuff. And yeah, well, we may start another thing. Who knows? All right. Well, have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday, I hope. And in the future, some other time. If not, it's 2 to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 to 8:30 p.m. UTC. Take care. Bye-bye.